Hi everybody, Dan Illman here with the opening race at Belmont Park on the 4th of July. It's the Port Washington Stakes. This race is for New York bred fillies and mares going 1 mile and a 16th on the inner turf. Before we take a look at this short but competitive field, remember that the 4th of July sale is ongoing at shop.drf.com. Big savings on quality DRF products, including DRF Past Performance, is a good deal for the 4th of July. Special Belmont card on the 4th, and the Port Washington, here's the field. Mile and a 16th. Again, we only have 5 entered in the body of the race. The 6th, Sunset Louise, is entered main track only. But I think you have 3 solid contenders in here. In the 1, Runaway Rumor, the 2, Sonora, and the 5, What Love Looks Like. And maybe we'll find a little bit of value with What Love Looks Like, who is the biggest price of the 3. I want to start things off with Runaway Rumor. As we take a look at the Timeform US pace projector, she likes to relax from off of the pace, and there's a chance this pace could heat up. Freddie Mo Factor is very fast out of the gate, and she pushed a quick pace in an open allowance race last time out and was a runaway leader in a fast-paced Mount Vernon 2 starts back, a race where Runaway Rumor finished second. She's fast. Sonora is fast. She conceded the lead to Freddie Mo Factor wisely in that Mount Vernon, and I think she has a bit more upside than Freddie Mo Factor. She's likely to be in closest attendance, and I wouldn't be surprised if Sonora gets first run and is on the lead when the field turns into the stretch. Let's watch the Mount Vernon. Here's Runaway Rumor, traveling very sweetly on the outside, 3 wide. She's going to take on Sonora. She's going to make the lead in the stretch, and she's just going to get run down in the shadow of the wire by favored Marvelous Maud. All things considered, it was a really good performance for Runaway Rumor in her first start for her new trainer, Horatio De Paz. She does have the tactical speed to adapt to the pace if it is slower than expected, but I think they're going to just settle back, let Freddie Mo Factor and Sonora go out there and come with one strong run. She is probably the horse to beat off that last effort, a 90 Beyer speed figure. She finished ahead of Sonora that day, and she's going to come with the kick. Sonora is the number 2. She's 7-5 on the morning line, the second choice in the race. She had a 3-race win streak snapped in the start we just saw, the Mount Vernon. And again, she was the one that made sort of the first run into that very fast pace set by Freddie Mo Factor, and she tired just a bit in the stretch. She probably has more upside than Runaway Rumor. We probably have seen Runaway Rumor's best race. I'm not sure if we've seen Sonora's best race yet for trainer Barclay Tagg. And again, she's probably going to be very prominent when the field turns for home. Golden Rocket is the number 3, and this horse has been racing on dirt in her last 2 races, so you don't want to hold those losses against her. We could go back to her start 3 back to directly assess her chances. This race is at the Belmont at Aqueduct meet going 1 mile, and she's able to get up for 3rd. I thought this was a pretty good performance after being overmatched in the Grade 3 Pebbles 4 starts back. She is a stakes winner against fellow New York breds, beating 3-year-olds last summer at Saratoga. Golden Rocket's going to come into this race off about a 6-month layoff, however, and while she might get the right pace setup for an underrated trainer in Patty Farrow, I wonder if she's going to need this start. She faces a pretty strong field. Freddie Mo Factor is the number 4. We saw her sprint off to the lead in the Mount Vernon. She just went too fast that day at a huge price and tired. She tried similar tactics last time out, but not only did she go fast early, she faced a lot of pressure in a good first-level allowance field, and she tired again. You're going to see speed from Freddie Mo Factor. Whether she classes up with this field at what is likely to be the longest shot on the board, that's a different story. What Love Looks Like goes out for trainer Todd Pletcher. Here's her most recent start. This is a second-level state-bred allowance going 1 mile. She's an odds-on favorite in this race. And this win is more workmanlike than anything else. What Love Looks Like is in between horses right now. She's under a full-out drive for Manny Franco, and she's going to get there in time. She was beaten by Sonora 2 starts back, but that was What Love Looks Like's first race off of a lengthy layoff, and maybe she just needed that race as a building block. This will now be her 3rd start of the form cycle for Todd Pletcher. She seems to have enough tactical speed where she can sit on the outside and watch the speeds go, and she's likely going to be the best price of the 3 major contenders in this race. She's 4-1 on the morning line. She's going to have to improve. I think she might be able to. She's only run 9 times in her career, and it seems like she's steadily improving with each and every start. The MTO is the 6th. That's Sunset Louise, who's won 2 in a row, and if this race is washed off, would be a very strong contender. We take a look at my top picks on the 4th of July featured Belmont's the opener. The Port Washington, I'm going to try to go for a price. I do realize that Runaway Rumor and Sonora, they've got the figure edge over my top pick, What Love Looks Like, but I think What Love Looks Like could trip out in here for high percentage connections and maybe take a step forward. She's my top selection in the Port Washington. Happy 4th of July.